The NBA's Golden Boy has officially returned to the bubble as of this past weekend. But in addition to this, today we have found some exclusive practice footage of Zion Williamson practicing in the NBA bubble, which is kind of interesting because I thought Zion would have to quarantine for at least 10 days, but I guess no one's really paying attention to that part. So Zion took a COVID test. Apparently the COVID test came back negative, so I guess he's cleared and good to practice with teammates, but he didn't really do that today. Now, I do have footage of him practicing, and I'm going to get to the breakdown in just a minute. But before we get to that, guys, if you enjoy the content, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, subscribe, and turn on my notifications so you can get the latest and greatest NBA news. But I think the most important thing to me, guys, is the fact that I am releasing a very special piece of content this weekend. It's our very first NBA murder documentary. I've been doing a lot of these on my football channel Microphone, and people just seem to absolutely love them there. So, and well, if you need a little bit more convincing, here's a sneak peek of how insane the documentary can get.
Police have joined in the search for missing NBA player Lorenzen Wright.
Who knows any information leads to anything, or just please.
And we checked all his friends from here to Atlanta, Mississippi, everywhere. So
18 days after he was last seen alive, and 16 days into an active missing person investigation on July 28, 2010, Shelby County authorities were finally told about the eerie 911 call that took place just after midnight on July 10th from Lorenzen's cell phone.
Georgetown 911, where's your emergency?
I'm going to leave a link to the premiere in the description down below. If you could go ahead and leave a like and set a reminder for the debut of what could potentially be a brand new series, I would definitely appreciate that. On top of that, man, if you're a soccer fan, make sure you subscribe to my soccer channel, Flight FC, and to enter my NBA 2K21 giveaway on Twitter and Instagram. Now that we got all that out of the way, cue the intro. So the first bit of info, according to Rachel Nichols, is the fact that Pelicans coach Alvin Gentry said that Zion Williamson did some light drills, and you can see those light drills in front of you right here. As you can see, there's no 5-on-5 going on at practice after being released from quarantine. They'll just run him through practice tomorrow and see how he feels before deciding if he'll play in Thursday's NBA restart opener. So if you guys are paying attention in front of you, you could see that he's doing nothing but like shooting a couple jumpers, and he's not even trying to do any dunks or anything crazy like that. But there's some significance to this. First of all, I'm going to give you my prediction and my analysis. There is no way in hell that Zion Williamson does not play in the official first game for the New Orleans Pelicans. I just want to make that crystal clear, and here is why. It's not even, first of all, there's nothing wrong with Zion. It's not like he was injured or anything. Zion just left the bubble just so he could attend to an urgent family member, didn't happen to stop by a strip club to order chicken wings, and then came back to the bubble and started practicing. It's not like Zion Williamson is trying to recover from some crazy injury. It's not like he re-tore his meniscus or anything. He just left the bubble and now is just trying to make sure that he's not rusty or anything, which, of course, there's a huge disadvantage to his situation. He wasn't able to play in any of the preseason games, but it's not like Alvin Gentry is looking at Zion and saying, hey man, you're a little bit too rusty for us. You didn't play with us in our 3 preseason games, which we won without you. You didn't join us when we played the Brooklyn Nets without Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and I don't know, half of their roster. You didn't join us when we beat the Denver Nuggets, and you didn't join us when we beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Therefore, you are not to join us when we face a team that could potentially be the difference between us making it to the NBA playoffs and not making it to the NBA playoffs. Furthermore, do you think the NBA is really going to be cool with the idea of Zion not playing on Thursday? If Zion is perfectly healthy and he's good to go, Do you think the NBA is going to be okay with the New Orleans Pelicans not playing him? Of course not. The entire fiber and the entire schedule of the NBA playoffs was made just so they could include the New Orleans Pelicans, just because Zion Williamson sells so well. So, I bet you even if the Pelicans don't plan on playing Zion for whatever reason, Adam Silver would probably call the front office and say, yo, dude, we kind of reworked the entire NBA schedule just so we can include you guys so people could watch Zion play. Now, of course, officially that's not what's going on, but come on, bro. Come on. Are you serious? Do you really think Zion's not going to play? That's my opinion. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. You guys could roast me on Twitter and roast me in the comment section on this video tomorrow if I am wrong. I'm just using rationale and basing my opinion off of the fact that it would make no sense for the Pelicans not to include Zion on Thursday. But we still have a whole nother day of seeing if Zion's going to practice with the Pelicans. I'm sure tomorrow he's going to practice with the Pelicans, and then we're going to get some reports saying that he is expected to suit up for Thursday's game against the Utah Jazz. And every single game counts for the Pelicans. They're in full playoff mode right now. They got to do their absolute best to win each and every one of these games so they could catch up to the Memphis Grizzlies. And believe it or not, I think there's a good chance they could catch up with the Memphis Grizzlies. They have the easiest schedule from here on out to the playoffs, and they do face the Memphis Grizzlies once. And I feel like that game on August 3rd is probably their biggest game yet. Because if they're able to beat the Memphis Grizzlies and somehow the Grizzlies lose 4 games, which, by the way, I think is completely doable, because the Grizzlies have a significantly more difficult schedule than the New Orleans Pelicans do, then there's going to be a chance they could sneak into the playoffs. But bear in mind, they're not the 8th best team in the West. They're not currently the 9th best team in the West. The Pelicans sit at 10th place. They're 4 games back from the final seed in the Western Conference playoffs, and the Trailblazers are over them by 1 game. I feel like the fact that the Pelicans are in the seeding games in of itself is a huge home run for the NBA. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think is going to happen with Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Let me know if you think he's going to play on Thursday or not. I think there's no doubt in my mind that he's definitely going to be playing on Thursday. The media just doesn't want to give you the information really quickly, but I don't see an instance where it does make sense to hold him out of Thursday's game against the Utah Jazz, especially because these games could determine whether they make it into the NBA playoffs or not. Now, I understand the Pelicans are a bit of a long shot to make it to the NBA playoffs, but regardless, the NBA, there's always been this one joke about the NBA doing whatever it takes to get the New Orleans Pelicans into Orlando, and now that they are in Orlando, it would be kind of weird for them not to feature the NBA's golden boy, Zion Williamson, if he's fully healthy. There's absolutely no reason for Zion not to play on Thursday, especially if he gets some time to practice with his teammates tomorrow. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. Aside from that, I'm your boy, TheFlightMIKE, and make sure to check out the link in the description down below on our murder documentary for Lorenzen Wright. I'll catch you guys in our next upload.